Sean
Okay.
Galliano.
I love it.
That is
I
very.
like your attitude about that. I was talking.
They can do that because I bring myself in what I do.
The fuck is happening?
So today's cauldron is just a big fucking hot mess. So far we have Saint completely upset about their critiques, even though they're in the top.
Well, you just missed the mark.
We have Hoso thinking this is complete bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Nobody's congratulating Sigourney on her win.
But, dude,
And whatever the fuck Jade and Zavaleta are doing.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Good night.
Oh, good night. Good night. Oh, good night. We're best friends. We're best friends. We're so close.
Fuck off.
Let's take a look at how this all started, shall we?
Boston was sitting at the bottom of the standings, but they were playing in front of a crowd of 5,912 people. This was actually super impressive, considering that the trek from Boston up to Lowell isn't super easy, especially on a weeknight. So not only were these 5,000 fans, but these were 5,000 really dedicated fans. And it shows. Boston's record at home is significantly better than their record on the road. Now, there's been a lot of talk about a New York-Boston rivalry, but to be honest, I didn't really feel like the rivalry was that strong last year. But we did have our own Curse of the Bambino trade a few days ago, so I was excited to see how this would play out. Boston has typically struggled with their offense, having the lowest number of goals in Season 1, but tonight their forecheck was really strong and they were getting so many shots on goal, I was like, wow, Boston is really cooking. Nothing was going in, but the momentum was strongly in favor of Boston. At the end of the period, Hannah Brandt took a penalty, sending the Sirens to a power play. Now I was like, oh no, here we go again. But then this happened.
The online Urban Dictionary defines a diva as a fierce, often temperamental singer who comes correct. She is not a trick-ass hoe, and she does not sweat the haters.
It's a jailbreak goal for Alina Muller, and the Fleets are on the board.
Short-handed goal, 12 seconds left in the period. This is why Alina Muller is my Blorbo. She seriously has a penchant for scoring cool goals. And after having a slow start to her season, I was just so happy to see her do this in front of her home crowd. Everything went downhill from there. Sophie Shirley took a hooking penalty. Then, Alina Muller and Jade Downey Landry had a tussle, but Downey Landry was trying to poke her stick in between Mueller's pants, which led to a lengthy review in the central situation room because I don't know if that specific scenario is covered in the rulebook. But anyway, she got sent off with a double minor. Levis and Knight both went flying into the net, but Frankel actually started things with Levis.
What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No!
Knight got pushed down and then started fighting Levis. Levis and Knight both got sent to the box. For what it's worth, I'm a huge fan of goalies fighting, and I think we should encourage this. Amanda Pelkey got sent to the box for too many players. Make that 2 in the box for Boston and 2 for New York. Yay, we're finally back to 5-on-5 hockey! Just kidding! Jesse Eldridge got a penalty for illegal body checking. Not to be outdone, Shane Maloney also took a penalty for illegal body checking. Time for intermission. Let's all just take a breath, shall we? Things were finally back to normal. Bilka scores this beautiful goal with lots of Fleet traffic in front of the net, taking away Schroeder's eyes. At this point, it felt like the Fleet were really playing their game and not allowing the Sirens to play theirs. The Boston Fleet is known to be the most physical team in the league, so I was wondering, was all this chaos in the second period actually part of their game plan? If so, it was working. I was lulled into this false sense of peace before Chloe Arard took an interference penalty. While Boston was on the power play, Sarah Fillier and Hannah Bilka exchanged some words which got them both sent to the box on matching minors. Everybody's out of the box! Fillier takes a penalty for hooking. Tapani takes a penalty for holding.
Back up high for Nyland Person, she scores! Deflected in front by Paetyn Levis!
Just kidding, the call on the ice is no goal because it was played with a high stick. Abby Rock takes a penalty. Honestly, I didn't even see what she did, but on the PWHL website, it just says unsportsmanlike conduct. The Sirens score! For real this time. 2 minutes left in the game. It's getting down to crunch time for the Sirens. They pull their goaltender.
Rubbed down by Rock. Rock centering pass. They score! Ella Shelton, with her second in just a few minutes, has tied this game.
Normally, I'm a huge fan of overtime hockey. I'm just like, yay, extra hockey. But at this point, I already felt like I've been through hell and back with these teams. Like, I objectively know it's only been 3 hours, but at that point, my nervous system had been on high alert for so long. I was like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. New York was controlling most of it, but Boston eventually got some looks. But of course, this game couldn't be that simple. We needed shootouts. Muller got the first Boston goal. Knight got the second. On New York's last attempt, Abby Rock was asking the crowd to boo louder, which was honestly pretty iconic, but she wasn't able to get the shot off. And with that, the game finally ended. 3-2, Boston in shootouts. This game was a rivalry origin story if I ever saw one. And they play each other again literally next week. Plus, Aerin Frankel got her 1,000th save and was the first in the PWHL to reach this milestone. I think this might be my new favorite rivalry. A New York vs. Boston playoff series would feed generations. But let me know down in the comments what you thought about this game. Is this the spiciest PWHL game to date?